Hi everyone, my name's Rena. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to teach you how to make these cute anime eyes. I did a few shorts on them, so if you don't want to watch the full video, you can watch the shorts, but here's the full thing. So instead of showing you exactly how to make it from scratch, I'm going to show you what I did in post-process. So first we're going to start off with a base color. It normally starts in these brown eyes when you click new eyes, but I just colored over them into this lovely blue shade. I make sure to have a little tiny border of a black line to outline the eyes. Next, we take a secondary color such as this darker blue and kind of shape it as like a mushroom cap. I think I used that similar shape in one of my other eye tutorials, but I used this shade, and then I took it in the same family shade and made a little bit of a darker coloring effect. I also took a lighter blue, made a nice little ring, and then created a upside down U shape or a crescent moon shape around the top part of the eye. Side note, I used the fader brush and then blurred it out just to kind of fade it into the other eye color. And then I added in my little black lines, so that way I know where the iris and the center is, the pupils and the center of my eye is. So I kind of kept it in this similar outline. If you like it like that, you can keep it like that. It totally looks cute just like that, but I wanted to add a bit more detail. So next, I added this shading. Even like this, it still looks pretty good. You can keep it like that if you want to keep it kind of like a monochrome coloring, but taking this dark blue color and outlining the eye, and to make sure that you have a window at the top so you can see the original color underneath peeking through. And then I made another upside down U shape in the similar family group and traced that lower black line with that lighter blue color underneath in a different layer, so that way you can see a little peep of a lighter color. And then I outlined the inner rims of the iris with a bluish greenish color to just give it a bit of like a highlight. This is just added details just for extra depth and preference. You kind of have to play around with layering just to kind of make it fall properly. Next, I added these yellow in like a zigzag kind of pattern at the bottom, like a nice little rim line, and then traveling up to the center, and then I traced over it with like a bright orange color. And then I went over with a bright highlighting blue in like the different corners of the eyes, and then a bit of a purple just to kind of outline the inner rim of the eyes there as well. With that blue, I also did it like closer to those black lines, so it just adds some extra depth of field in her eyes. And then I wanted a pop of color, so then we took that same orange and yellow and then also added a pink flare, so it looks kind of like as if she is in a maybe like a city area and there'd be lots of lights and colors in the environment. That's what this coloring scheme would kind of look like. Another thing to note when you're making these eyes, make sure to take a lighter color and outline the inner rim of the pupil. That just kind of makes it pop a bit more so you can see it from a distance so you know where it is. And then make sure as you're going through all of this, there's certain things that you need to blend out in certain areas that you don't want to blend, so kind of play around with that. So like the intersection I blended, that pink section I blended, and then I went on to the eye highlights. So next, I looked through a few of the eye highlights, checked out a few of them. Vroid Studios did a major update recently, and they added about 100 new presets between the eyes and I think a couple of hairstyles as well. But I liked this eye preset, so I took that one and then I changed over that color to a peachy color, and then I added very simple minor details. So after that, I just clicked on edit texture, So once you go into edit texture, it takes you to the editing screen like always. I kept it very simple, like I said, and just added 2 little white circles. You can't really see it from here, but I did, and I didn't do mirroring for this one, but I added those 2 little circles in each individual eyes, and then added some little stars. But let's see, yeah, you really can't see it from here at all, but just know that it's there. Okay, I'm not lying to you, I did do that. If you look closely, it's in there, it's in there. She has little sparkles, you kind of see a little sparkle in the eye. All right, moving on to the eyelashes. So that was another thing they added a lot of, was the eyelashes, and they are gorgeous. They added so many different details that I wouldn't really think about drawing until I saw them there and was like, oh yeah, you could totally do that. But why redraw it when they have some great ones and you just play around with the colors and then just make it look really pretty? I really like this purple, how it goes with the eyes very nicely. The only thing I don't like is that black line in the background. It has like a purpley shadow. So, and then also as well with the lower lash line. So maybe in the future I'd probably redo this in like Adobe Photoshop or GIMP is what I usually use, and just do like a overlay, like linear burn overlay, and so it gives the eyelashes that color, that purpley color, but then the rest of it should be black. But I'm going to stick with this color for now, and then I'm going to show you what I did to add some color to those lashes. And I also added a bit of shading to the lash line and her eyelids just to make her eyes pop a little bit more. So this is what the final look looks like. I think it looks pretty cute. Yes, scary. That's kind of what it would look like without the actual eyelashes. Okay, so next we are going to go to here. You can see I have the lashes, that's like the basic lashes, and then I'm in a lower layer, so I just moved that layer down and I added like a creamy pinky color, and then I just shaded underneath that black line there, and to kind of give her a bit of depth of field in her eyelid. And then I did the same to the lower lash line. I kept it like a darker brownish color. Some people like it to be white, so like when you're doing your own makeup, you can add like a white line. So here's what it would look like if you did actually add a white line. It's supposed to make your eyes look big, but because it's an anime character, her eyes are already massive, so you really don't need to do that in this, because you can just make her eyes look bigger. But if you're wondering what it would look like if you did do that, this is what it would look like, and then you just blur this out to kind of blend it all in together. I mean, it does make your eyes look bigger, but I don't need that. I wanted it to have like more of a doughy look, like anime but humanistic. So I added in that brownish color, and I think that looks better for what I plan on doing with this character, because eventually I'm going to make this character into my chibi character. So not for myself, but for just in general, because I feel like it. Let's go back to the lashes. I'm going to add in some color. Let's add a blue, royal blue shade. I think I took a color that was already inside of her eyes, and that's how I came up with the color scheme for this section. But I took that royal blue to traced on some other areas, and then I took a highlighting color in another layer, and then I changed the draw mode to soft light, and then that makes the lashes a little bit less harsh to look at, and it doesn't look too vivid out there. But I also added some color to the lower lash line there as well. But yeah, it was only on that one layer with the lighter color. But that's basically the eyelashes and everything in a nutshell. Hope you like this video, and check out more of my videos if you want to learn more Vroid tips in the near future. I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye!